Yo, what's up, honkies? Happy Goonteenth. It's been a long time, no see. Figured I would come back and bless you guys with another dumpster fire of a video from from my channel. I guess welcome back to the another episode of Old Head Complains to the Internet about the peak AK glory days. So this rifle is my Bulgarian 74 that I got probably 10 or 11 years ago, and I've taken it through a lot of classes, and it's been a fantastic rifle for me so far. And unfortunately, it has sit in my safe for quite a few years, ever since the Biden administration did the import ban from Russia, which meant, you know, all of the AK calibers, the real AK calibers, became more expensive and harder to find. Unfortunately, some friends of mine, we were in Wichita, Kansas at the Rainier Firearms Academy. That day, it was a Friday. We just rolled into town and we were signed up for a rifle class, and we just heard about it. And of course, this is the rifle I brought. My friends brought AKMs. So it was a major douche out, a complete and utter just douche out. But we're like, you know what, fuck it. Send it. We're gonna run our rifles, have fun. It might be the last time we get to shoot them for a while, because at the time we didn't know how bad it was gonna be. So ever since then, I got back into town, I cleaned it up, and the rifle is set in the safe. Now, luckily, I guess I got into the 74 game just in time, because I was blessed enough to have some friends to hook me up with some magazines and ammo. RIP James Yeager hooked me up with a bunch of spam cans of 7.6, as well as some com block magazines on top of the ones I had already picked up, like at a flea market. So I've got a little bit of a stash, and I haven't touched it since. If I remember correctly, seems like I have about 25 or 2,600 rounds left of 7.6, and maybe 1,000 to 1,200 rounds of like just mixed stuff like Silver Bear and Wolf. But I've noticed that there's been a lot of doom and gloom the past few years, especially on the internet, about 74s. The 74 is dead. 545 is dead. It's unobtainium. And I kind of just mentally checked out. Whenever I wanted to run an AK, I just grabbed one of my AKMs and ran 7.62, because it wasn't quite as expensive. It wasn't quite as hard to find. But lately, I've been checking out prices and availability, and it seems like I'm able to find that Azerbaijan ammo, the Tela ammo that everyone seems to like, 545 stuff. One of these days I'll get it right. And it seems like when you throw in shipping, you can get it for about 57 to 59 cents a round. Now, that's not amazing, but it's really not too much more expensive than 5.56. So if a typical 20 round box of 5.56 costs 10 bucks, what's 50 cents a round? So it's unfortunate that I have to pay a little bit more per round if I want to replace what I shoot with the Tela ammo, but it is doable. It's suboptimal, but it at least it doesn't completely rape the pocketbook. So I decided to break this thing back out. I decided that I'm also going to just redo it. I think it's time for a makeover. Now, this setup has served me perfectly well, because I think I've taken at least, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7, maybe 8 classes with this, like an 1,800 round 3-day Costa Ludus class with Yeager and the boys. I've taken fighting rifle with it. I've also trained at APT Firearms Academy down in the Ozarks. That was a 2-day class. Trying to think of what else. Of course, the Rainier Firearms Academy, which, interesting enough, the last class I've taken, and the last class obviously I've taken with this gun, at the end of the second day, there was a competition, and there was only like maybe 18 of us in class. And typically I'm always usually the oldest dude in classes that I take, which is fine. I mean, who cares? It's cool to see the younger dudes out there, going to work and stuff. But at the end of the class, everybody's hot and sunburned and tired as shit. But they had a competition where you had 2 lines of dudes line up and you just go at it. They set up a 2/3 size torso steel target. I think it was 150 yards, and basically the two lines go at it. You got a timer. You got to hit it from standing, hit it from kneeling, and hit it from prone, and you got to throw in a reload in there. And I think I went through 12 dudes. I think I competed against, it ended up being 12 dudes, because the guys that were standing behind me in line, they had to go to the next one because I kept running through them, and I ended up winning. And whoever can do it the fastest, per relay, per line of dudes, wins. So I ended up winning, and it was kind of cool because, my friends and I were the only ones that were running AKs. Everybody else was running ARs. And ironically enough, the dude that I got to the very end, the finals, me and this other guy, I can't remember his name. He was the son of one of the instructors, who was a Marine, running a Noveski. I think it was a 14.5 with the LPVO, and he threw a fucking hissy fit when he lost to me. Some old head Gen Xer. So that was kind of badass. He threw a fit. He's like, "Oh yeah, man, the gayness of the AK wafted over here," and oh yeah, he threw a fit. And probably didn't help the fact that the whole class, his father and the other instructors, kept coming over and talking to Dylan and Dayton and I, kind of impressed, with our, I guess, AK skills, and whatever. We trained a lot, and then that's pretty much all we ran. So it was kind of cool to win that, especially being like 20 years older than this dude and running an AK, because this is a $700 gun. This is a Bulgarian, nothing special parts kit build with a, ghetto ass budget optic on a side rail. And right now I just got a cheap ass copy of the TLR1. Somebody told me apparently that they sell these at Harbor Freight. So I had found one, I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks, 1,000 lumen. It's not because I think it's just as good. I just was curious because I saw Brass Facts and someone else that had carried them on their carry pistols, I don't know, for about 3,000 to 5,000 rounds, and they said they work fine. So it was more out of curiosity. I just want to see if this piece of shit can actually hold up. But I like running pistol lights on this AK because I'm wanting to slim it down and make it lighter. So essentially I just set it up with, this isn't 74 furniture, it was Russian Virgin AKM furniture that I bought, probably 15, 16 years ago, and it just sat in the drawer. And I never had anything that I wanted to put it on until I got the Bulgarian here. So I've been running it since then. It's got a little bit of wear and tear on it, but it's still beautiful. And it's not that I don't like it. I just, now that I'm bringing this back out, I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. But other than that, still running Vickers slings on all my AKs. Yeah, this is an old, Jesus Christ, it's got to be at least 10, 15-year-old Primary Arms Advanced Micro Red Dot on a RS Regulate mount. I kind of wanted to slim the profile up, so that's going. Gonna get to put a new dot on it. And I have the original 74 Bulgarian, 74 style brake that I took off because I wanted something a little bit shorter and lighter, and I wanted to try this Definitive Arms. And it does an amazing job. I have no complaints. It's super light. I like shorter muzzle devices anyway. And the best thing it does, I guess, not that 545 has a lot of recoil, but it does seem to work pretty well in that department, as well as, especially when I go nighttime shooting, this thing is an amazing flash hider. So I can't decide if I'm gonna swap it out or if I'm going to put on the 74 style. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't really like this grip. It's the rubberized Magpul. It's too small. I got XL size hands. And other than that, I guess rounding it out, the only only Zenitco product I actually like, their extended charging handle. So that'll stay on there. But yeah, I'm gonna put new furniture on it, a new dot, new dot mounting system, a new dot, new grip, that kind of thing. Make it a little bit lighter, just change it. I'll just save this Russian furniture set. Nothing against it. I just wanted to change it out. I don't know, maybe it's restless rifle syndrome, like Hop says, because this thing's been sitting in a safe for what, 4 or 5 years, something like that, ever since the sanctions. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I'm pretty blessed to have at least somewhat of a little bit of a stash, a 5.45 that I can hopefully easily replenish here and there with the Tele ammo. And I've got a shit ton of really good com block magazines, a lot of Russian plums and Circle 25s, 21s, Circle 10s. I only have one Bakelite, but that's just kind of what I keep it loaded with the 7 and 6. So yeah, so it's basically my choice. This isn't trying to encourage you or anyone else to get into the 5.45 game, because it might be easier for younger dudes or new AK guys just getting into the game, because everything is kind of switched over to 5.56 because it's more available and a little bit cheaper. But I figured, for me, being an old head and having this for over a decade and having a little bit of stash with a lot of good magazines, I don't think it's going to be that hard for me to get back into it. I probably overreacted when it came to, like, holy shit, the ammo sanctions, I'm going to lock this thing up and never fucking touch it again until the war and the sanctions are over. But I'm tired of letting my favorite rifle and my favorite round, just sit in a safe and collect dust, man. That's no way to treat guns that you love. So I guess I'm getting back into the 5.45 game. I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I guess whenever I change this over and set it up a little bit differently, I'll probably make another video just to show you guys what I did. Also, when I get some of that Tele ammo, obviously when I go to zero my new dot and my irons, I'm gonna zero it to the 53 grain 7 and 6. But I'm kind of curious what the zero between 7 and 6 and the 65 grain, I believe, Tele ammo is, because both of them are pretty hot. 7 and 6 out of a 16-inch barrel is around 3,000 feet per second, and the Tele ammo, I believe, is 65 grains, and it's pretty close. It's supposedly pretty stout stuff. So I'm kind of curious what the zero difference will be, point of impact. But anyway, that's it. Old head out. Just wanted to talk about the glory days and the 5.45 and the euphoria that I get by owning and shooting a 74. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later.